Broadcasting live from the Business RadioX studio in Sandy Springs, Georgia. It's time for Chamber Spotlight, brought to you by Corp Care, your employee assistance program partner, caring for them because we care about you. For more information, go to corpcareeap.com. Now, here's your host.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Chamber Spotlight podcast show here in Sandy Springs, where we shine a light on the incredible businesses and people making an impact. I'm your host, Lola Okunola, and today's episode is proudly sponsored by Corp Care, your go-to employee assistance program company, providing support and resources to businesses and their employees. Today, we have two wonderful guests joining us. First, we have Fred Freeney, the director of an Atlanta icon, the Pink Pig. He is with the Georgia Festival of Trees, a spectacular event that not only brings holiday cheer, but also supports meaningful causes throughout the community. We also have Kendra Fuentes, the co-owner of ISI Elite Training, a premier training facility right here in the heart of Sandy Springs that's redefining the fitness experience for our community. Welcome, Fred and Kendra.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Yeah, great to be here.
Thank you. So we are going to start with Fred. Fred.
Hey.
How is it going? How are things going? Are you excited to be here?
Oh, golly, this is great. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited about the Georgia Festival of Trees and everything that's going on, the whole Christmas spirit. And more than that, the cause that we're supporting. It's just a great thing. And if you love Christmas, it's the best thing in Atlanta to do.
I agree. We also have the honor and pleasure of being part of the Georgia Festival of Trees for the last 3 years. I myself have decorated trees alongside my colleagues and have donated, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful experience. So today we are going to just dive in. For those that do not know what the Georgia Festival of Trees is, can you give us a little bit of history about it? Tell us what we have to look forward to this year. I understand the location has changed. You can go into that as well. And yeah, let's just kick off that conversation.
Yes, the Georgia Festival of Trees has been around for a little while. And then somewhere around about 10 years ago, it kind of stopped existing. And then Frank and Angie Ulabari came to Atlanta and said, there's no Festival of Trees here. So they looked around and basically reignited it 4 years ago, and has traditionally been held at the Georgia World Congress Center. And this year is a first. It's going to be at the Atlanta Gas South out off of Sugarloaf Parkway. And there's about 90,000 square feet of Christmas. So that's going to be great. And everything that goes with it. We need volunteers. There are a lot of volunteers. There's so many things to do. The trees, Santa Claus, the entertainment, of course, the Pink Pig that goes around the arena there and takes kids around and plays Christmas music and just everything like that. People will love it.
Could you tell us the dates this year for the Georgia Festival of Trees?
Yes, it's going to be the week of Thanksgiving, starting the Saturday, the 22nd. I believe that's the day. And then it's going to go through the following Sunday. And then, through the following, I think that's right. And it's going to be closed Thanksgiving Day and the day before.
Okay. And what you are in need of at this time is volunteers. So can you tell us what these volunteers do? Because I feel like I know exactly what you do, but I want others to know. You need like several sets of volunteers. First, you need people to volunteer to donate trees, decorated trees. And then you need people to work as well, right? And
yes, that's correct.
we're going to also talk about the cause. So while Christmas is amazing and we all love the lights, there's a deeper reason why we do this. So could you tell us about those things, Fred?
Yes. Well, of course, if any function anyone ever goes to, there's always needs of volunteers. Our whole organization is completely volunteer based. So there's people who donate trees. They come there and they decorate them with whatever can come out of their minds, and they end up beautiful. You'll end up with Barbie trees and Jimmy Buffett trees and manger trees. There'll be trees that you just wouldn't believe that you would see. That's one piece of volunteering. You can donate a wreath. Of course, there's just general volunteers for people who want to show up and say, I'll volunteer to do anything. And then, of course, on the Pink Pig side, we need some drivers, and we need people to help the children and adults get on and off the train. And just those kind of things. And the cause, Atlanta Redemption, Inc. and Street Grace, wow, that's all the money that gets raised from the festival for the whole week goes to help them out. So, and that their whole thing is to fight human trafficking, which I really wasn't aware of it until I kind of got in the middle of this and said, wow, this is a big deal. And Atlanta, believe it or not, is number 2 in the nation for child trafficking. Washington, D.C. is number 1. So this is the number 2 spot you don't want to be in. So hopefully you don't get any spot. So that's what we're doing.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That is truly, truly amazing. And how did you get involved in this, Fred?
Well, after I retired 4 years ago, my wife said, why don't you see if you can find that tree thing, that Festival of Trees? So I got online and did a search, and then somebody called me back and I went. And when I got there, the head elf says, you're going to drive the train. I said, hey, that works for me. So I got involved at the festival, went there every day. And then afterwards I said, if you want to do more, yeah, I'd love to do more. So now I go, different places around Atlanta, Sandy Springs Chamber, and just talk about what we do. And there's a lot of people out there who love Christmas and want to get involved in this combating human trafficking, which is a horrible thing.
It really is. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Fred. It's such a unique way to combine the holiday spirit with philanthropy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move on to Kendra for now, and then we're going to come back to you. So Kendra is with ISI Elite Training, and she's been making waves in Sandy Springs, even though they've only been open for 4 months. Kendra, could you tell us what sets your facility apart from other gyms and training centers in Sandy Springs?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say the first thing that is different about me being the business owner is I actually came from being a member of another facility. I trained there. I fell in love with the product and the community they created in Charlotte. And I was born and raised in Atlanta, so I wanted to bring that back here. So that is the first thing. I and my mom, who is my co-owner, so strongly believe in the product of what we offer and the community we can build that we have such a passion to make an impact on Sandy Springs. I would say in terms of product and experience, what differentiates us is the coaching and the level of connectivity that we have in our facility. We are not just a gym. We are certainly a place for people to become stronger, create more healthy habits, and lose weight if that's what you're wanting to do. But we focused on the community aspect a ton. So we have events every month that are free for our members and the community, whether it's a mobility clinic or a no shower happy hour or a workout on the city green. We truly believe in building a community of like-minded people that want to develop healthier habits together. In terms of our product, what differentiates us from our competitors is that all of our coaches are nationally certified and then ISI branded certified, which means they are specifically trained to provide options or to coach up for every member that walks in our door. So although we are group training, we focus a lot on one-on-one individual attention in a group setting. So your coach actually goes through how to demo every movement in real time with you, and then actually will form correct or coach you up when you need that extra challenge, which I hadn't really seen in any of our direct competition prior to ISI.
That's great. That really sounds like fun. How big is your gym? About how many people can you hold in your gym?
Yes. So each session we can hold anywhere from 2 to 22 people. I would say right now, because we are smaller, most of our sessions are averaging around 8 to 10, which our members love because they get a lot of one-on-one attention.
Yeah.
And we focus a lot on the training floor. We have so many different pieces of equipment. We have a turf where we can do sled pushes, or we can do athletic-based agility movement. We have battle ropes. We have barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells, resistance bands, pull-up bars, ski ergs, and assault bikes. And there's so much more from that. So every time you walk in the door, you're going to see a different workout, and it's going to be in a different format than you have previously.
Wow, I like that. I like that you said there are small class sizes. I mean, we all know that one-on-one training can be very pricey.
Yes.
So if you are able to still get that benefit of that feel of one-on-one and not have to pay those prices, I'm sure that is definitely an attractive
Absolutely.
Benefit.
Yeah, our members love it. Just in terms of like the individual attention they do receive while they're there. We also have one-on-one appointments with our head performance coach where we use an in-body machine, which is actually terrifying to step foot on because it tells you your entire body composition, including, how much muscle, how much fat you have. But
I've been on one of those.
Yeah, it is terrifying.
Yes.
But we do have available to our members that service once a month so that first you can set kind of the expectation of here's where I'm currently at. Here are my goals. How can you guys help support me in getting me there? And then number 2, track progress. There's nothing better than to be able to show people data of what's working and what's not. And so that's also included in another touch point we provide for that one-on-one attention.
Wow. Well, that's really, really, really wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Very insightful. So we're going to move on to the portion of the segment where we try and find synergies. And I've been doing the show. This is my 8th episode. And every time I'm like, I don't know, there might not be any synergy here. I'm always amazed at what comes up. It's clear that both of your organizations are deeply committed to building and supporting the community, even though it's in different ways. So I'm wondering, you've heard what Georgia Festival of Trees does, and Fred has heard what you do. Do you see any way that you could potentially work together? While Georgia Festival of Trees, it's a seasonal event and you are obviously all year round. Do you see any ways that you can work together and help promote each other's businesses or organizations in the community, and maybe also even help with, some of the efforts that are needed? Yeah,
I mean, absolutely. I think you hit the nail on the head. We both just want to better people in the community that we serve. So I think that's definitely where our synergy is. I can tell we're both very passionate about what we do. I definitely think there are ways that we can help each other. I think ISI and our team is really committed to volunteering. So I think we can definitely fold in as volunteers. Maybe we do an ISI themed tree.
Oh, there you go. With ornaments to give you a intro or something. That would be kind of good.
Yeah, so I think we can fold in probably a volunteer capacity. We can also help promote it. Definitely. Sure. Our members mostly are well-connected people in the community. So I think there could be that avenue. I think if we could have a presence at the festival, whether it's I don't know, we could bring maybe the InBody there. I'm not sure. I think there's a way for us to fold in that we could enhance the experience for people. We would have to discuss it more, definitely, because we want it to be on brand. But one of our colors is green, and Christmas is green and red. So I definitely see the potential there.
And pink.
And we have the pink pig, too.
There we go. So, yeah, that's kind of what I could see.
I think it's a fantastic idea. I think that's a great, great idea. I'm looking forward to it. I look forward to it every year. We change our theme every year. I think last year was, I think we had, was it wild birds or, and then the year before that we did like a winter theme with like deer and moose, like different animals that you find in like very cold areas. It's just super fun to be part of. But I do think it's cool to have like a little area there for working out. God knows everyone's eating more around that time of year. I'm sure you can definitely find more to do. But it's great to see the potential for collaboration between two of you. But before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from each of you what you're most excited about in the coming months. Fred, I already know what you are most excited about.
All right.
Kendra, anything coming up that you want to share with our guests?
Yeah, definitely. We are in such a pivotal point of growth right now. I would say most importantly, and I would be neglect if I didn't mention this, we are having a promotion right now that is driving more people in our doors. Your first month with us is $50 for unlimited sessions, which you do not see that price, and you will not see that price from us or anything similar to us until probably spring of next year. So now is
$50?
$50 for unlimited sessions for 30 days.
That's hard to beat there.
That is hard to beat.
Yeah. Yes. So that's what we currently have going on. We launched that about a week and a half ago, and it will go through mid-September, the opportunity for people to join. And then I think beyond that, I'm super excited to see us grow in the community. We are partnering with Mutation Brewing, which is right down the street from us, and launching a run club with them on Tuesday evenings at 6:30. So I'm very excited. We will be at the farmers market September 7th. We'll have a booth there, and we will be doing skier tests for people there. And then we will have a free event open to the community at the end of September. I'm checking my calendar right now. September 29th. We're going to have a free workout open to the community. So more to come on that, but lots of ways to get plugged in for a very low price or free. We just want to spread our brand awareness to the Sandy Springs community. And personally, I am just really excited in the next couple of months to see how the business takes off.
Wow, it sounds like so many amazing things. That $50, I can't get that out of my head. We need to
crazy, huh?
That. Now, could you tell our listeners how they can reach you? Your website, maybe your social media. How do they get this deal? If they're listening right now and they're looking for you, how do they reach you?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a huge Instagram presence, isi.sandysprings is our handle. So that is probably the easiest way to find us and submit a DM. We also do have a website, isielitetraining.com, and you can find the Sandy Springs location where you can submit your information and we will reach out to you. And trust me, we will reach out. So those are probably the two easiest ways. If anyone wants to get in contact with me directly, whether you are looking for a job or you're another business that wants to collaborate, my email is kendra.fuentes, that's FUENTES, at isielitetraining.com. I love collaborating with other locally owned business and people who just want to make Sandy Springs a better community.
Awesome. Thank you. Fred,
Hey.
Is there anything you would like to add about what you're excited about for the rest of the year? And then also, how can people reach you if they want to donate a tree, or if they want to volunteer, or they just want to know more about Georgia Festival of Trees? Tell us how they can contact you.
Okay, well, the first thing I'm excited about, obviously, is Christmas, and it's 95 degrees outside, which makes for a hard mix, but, to wear a Santa hat, it's just like you got sweat running down your face. But anyway, it's something you do. And but if you want to reach us, the website is Georgia Festival of Trees, which is gafestivalofTrees.org. And when you go to the site, there's a couple of videos you can watch. There's drop downs to where you can volunteer. And my email is fred@gafestivalofTrees.org. So that again is fred@gafestivalofTrees.org. And I would love to talk to you and we can get together. And another thing I love is coffee. So if you love coffee and Christmas, we're going to be friends.
All right. Well, it's been such a pleasure having you both on the show today. Thank you for sharing your businesses and organizations with us. And to our listeners, remember that supporting local businesses and events like the Georgia Festival of Trees and ISI Elite Training not only enrich your lives, but it also strengthens our entire community. Once again, today's episode was brought to you by CoreCare, your partner in providing comprehensive employee assistance programs. Be sure to tune in next time for more inspiring stories from the heart of Sandy Springs. I'm Lola Okunola. Thank you.
Thank you, Lola.
Thank you.